Everything happens for a reason. We've all heard it. Some of us have said it. Others have rolled their eyes at it. It's a phrase often whispered after heartbreak, failure, or tragedy, an attempt to find comfort in chaos. But is there truth in it? Or is it just a poetic way of making peace with pain? Today, we're diving deep into the philosophy of this simple but powerful idea, and what it really means to believe that everything happens for a reason. First, let's explore what people usually mean when they say it. To some, it's religious. To others, it's spiritual. To many, it's just a mindset. In religion, especially in Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism, the idea aligns with the belief in divine will, that a higher power orchestrates life's events for a greater purpose, even if we don't understand it in the moment. Spiritually, it's tied to the belief in universal balance, karma, or the soul's journey. It suggests that every person we meet, every heartbreak we endure, every setback we face, is part of a larger picture we're not yet seeing. But in the secular world, this idea isn't lost. It transforms into something like, it becomes about resilience, how we respond, grow, and adapt. Think about this. Some of the most influential people in history credit their darkest moments as turning points. Steve Jobs getting fired from Apple led him to Pixar. Oprah Winfrey being told she was unfit for television pushed her to build her own empire. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter while struggling with poverty and depression. Did those things need to happen? Were they meant to? Maybe not in a mystical sense, but those moments shaped their paths. They used the pain. They transformed it. And maybe that's what the phrase is really about. Not blind faith in fate, but trust that meaning can emerge, even from mess. But let's slow down. There's a danger in this belief too. If we say everything happens for a reason too quickly, it can dismiss someone's pain. It can sound like we're minimizing real suffering, trauma, or injustice. Telling someone who just lost a loved one or endured abuse that everything happens for a reason might not be helpful. It might even hurt, because not everything has an immediate silver lining. Some things are just devastating. So, how do we hold space for both truths? That life can be cruel, and yet, we can still find meaning. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." In other words, meaning is what makes suffering survivable. The idea that everything happens for a reason doesn't have to mean the universe planned your pain. It can mean that you have the power to give your experiences purpose, to make your suffering mean something, to turn wounds into wisdom. This is what Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, believed too. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, he wrote that even in a concentration camp, people found meaning. And in that meaning, they found strength to endure. So maybe the phrase isn't about destiny. Maybe it's about perspective. When we look back on our lives, we start to connect the dots. We realize the job that didn't work out made space for the one that did. The person who broke our heart taught us what we truly need in love. The failure that crushed us pushed us to grow in ways we never imagined. It doesn't mean the pain was good. It means we chose not to let it be wasted. In philosophy, this is called retrospective meaning-making. We don't always know the reason while it's happening, but we create the reason in hindsight. We tell a story that makes sense to us, and that story becomes our truth. That's the beauty of being human. We're natural storytellers, and we crave meaning. So even if life is random, we're not powerless. We're not passive. We're authors. The phrase, "everything happens for a reason," doesn't have to be literal. It can be a compass, a gentle reminder that even when life knocks us down, there is still a way forward. still something to learn, still something to build. It can be the hope we hold on to while we're still in the middle of the storm. A belief that one day we'll look back and understand. So the next time you hear the phrase or feel tempted to say it, pause. Ask what it really means to you. Are you offering comfort, avoiding discomfort, or holding space for the possibility that this moment, however hard, might one day make sense? Because maybe it's not about everything happening for a reason. Maybe it's about everything happening and us finding the reason. Not because life is perfect, not because pain is fair, but because meaning is the most powerful thing we can create.